Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Redirect Yourself. Donna here. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please take a minute and do that now. Also, if you like this video, feel free to hit the like button, and that way, hopefully, we can generate enough interest to reach a lot of people so that I can keep doing these videos and keep helping people to just get a little bit happier, make the world a little bit more joyful. So let's dive right into part 2 of our cognitive distortion list. I finished off the last one with following the crowd. If you have not watched that one yet, that's okay. You can start right here. And then if you want to, you can go back to that one. Don't have to be in any particular order. So this next one is fortune teller error. So I don't know about you, but I don't have a crystal ball and I cannot read minds. But when we anticipate that things will turn out bad, and we are convinced that this prediction is already an established fact, that might look like this. You wake up in the morning, and the minute you get out of bed, you stub your toe, right? And then you spill your coffee. It's happened to me. And what we tend to do is go, oh, here we go. It's going to be a terrible day. Everything is going to just turn to shit today. Excuse my French. Or everything is just not going to go my way today. I should just go back and get under the covers. Well, we don't know that. Couldn't we just as easily say, hey, I'm so glad I got all the negative stuff out of the way. The mishaps and misfortunes are done for the day. And the day is going to be a great day since I already got them out of the way. We don't know. But we tend to go with that negative. And then what happens is, because we're feeling negative, we tend to notice that things aren't going exactly the way that we would like. Food for thought. Jumping to conclusions. By the way, I have to say, I don't think my camera was so grainy before, but I somehow I think it's losing quality. So I do apologize once again. Subscribing and liking will help me to be able to beef up these videos, get better equipment, maybe even do some graphics and some background stuff. I don't know. So if you do get something out of this, I would appreciate that. Thank you. That's my goal here. The camera seems to be getting worse, and hopefully I will have the ability to get something a little bit better in the future. I have had some comments about it, and so I do appreciate the feedback, but unfortunately at this moment, this is what I got. This is what we're going to have to work with. So the fortune teller error, just know that because you make a negative prediction about something doesn't mean it's for sure going to come true. You're really just being pessimistic and using this fortune teller error, cognitive distortion. Okay, next, jumping to conclusions. Nobody ever does that, right? You make a negative interpretation, even though there are no facts that convincingly support your conclusion. So, let's say someone's planning a party, and they ask you to help with something, maybe bake a cake, and you say, it's going to turn out horribly. Or because a person that you think is maybe a little bit, I don't know, they drink a lot of parties and they go a little wild. Oh, it's going to be a disaster because so-and-so is going. Or, oh, I can't do that, thinking about a new career or a new workplace, or I can't do that job. I can't get that job. That's jumping to conclusions. I don't have the skills for that. I can't do that. I know many people who have gone for jobs and things that they weren't necessarily qualified for, and it worked out great. So, we sometimes jump to conclusions about things that really, there's no supporting evidence to that fact. Labeling, this is a big one, labeling, especially in the mental health world. You get a diagnosis and all of a sudden you identify yourself as that diagnosis, which that's no fun, but it's also rampant in regular life, right out there in the world. Instead of describing your error, you attach a negative label to yourself, like, I'm a loser. And it falls into one of the other ones, which is an overgeneralization we haven't covered yet. But basically, okay, I failed a test, so I'm a failure. I lost at that game, so I'm a loser. Or, maybe I don't win a lot, and so, I'm unlucky. Things like that really bring us down. Again, the whole point of why would we even bother to look at whether or not we engage in these cognitive distortions, and the reason is because they produce negative emotions. And, you can say what you want about your experience in life. The way you feel at any given moment is something that you can remember years later. You may not even remember what exactly was going on around you, who was there, what people said, but most of the time you will remember how you felt. So why not do what we can to eliminate useless negative emotions? Okay, so on to the list. Magnification. You exaggerate the importance of things such as your mistake or someone else's achievement. So, easily, like I said about the test, or, oh, I have a pimple, so I'm ugly. So things like that. Making something a mountain out of a molehill would be the old way we say it. So if you do this, it might be wise to check to see. And, this is something that your friends can tell you because it's really not a very bad one, except for when we over magnify our failures and then make ourselves out to be a horrible person or a failure or a loser or things like that. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel nice. That doesn't feel fulfilling. That doesn't feel any kind of positive vibe. So let's try to eliminate these, right? Okay, last one for this video. Mental filter. You pick out a single negative detail and dwell on it exclusively so that your perception of reality is darkened. It ends up being that proverbial drop of ink in the water that colors the whole thing. Like, I don't know, get a hotel and the food is bad. So the whole experience is horrible because that hotel has terrible food. Instead of noticing the great linens and the beautiful view and the great service and things like that, we basically pick a negative thing and we make that be the whole experience. Clearly not going to produce positive emotions. Anyway, okay, we're at 7 minutes, so I'm going to let you go. I hope that you can put this to use in your life. Notice when you're engaging in these cognitive distortions and limit them, if not eliminate them, so that you can feel happier. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and come on back. Watch some more videos. I'll see you then.